I had a client come to me last year because she thought she needed more money mindset work. She was like, I just need money mindset help. I can't seem to get in front with my bills. I'm doing this like long-term wealth strategy and I just can't seem to get ahead. I always feel so yuck around food shopping, all that type of stuff. That's what she came to me for. Within our first week of Voxer mentoring together, I could see that that was actually not what we needed to focus on. There was a little bit there, some little perspective shifts we needed to do. But the real thing was the fact she hadn't actually realized she had a whole other business sitting there that people were trying to pay her to do. And she was kind of like putting it out to the side. She's like, no, I'm just focusing on this long-term wealth plan. I'm focusing on that. I'm focusing on that. And I'm like, girl, people are literally begging to pay you to do this service for them. And why are you ignoring that? So we dove a little bit deeper into that, and it turns out one of the reasons she was ignoring and not focusing on it because she's like, it's so much work. I don't want to set up a whole another business. I don't want to set up a whole another brand. I don't want to have to like fucking Instagram market or whatever, that she was like, no, that's too much work. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, girl, why do you think you need to do all that? You already have clients who want to pay you for this service because you've got the reputation. You're really, really good at this particular thing. You don't have to go and build a fucking Instagram. You don't need to go and do lead magnets. You don't need to go and do all that bullshit. You've got this big network. You've got this big connection. Reach out to a few people. See where they want this service from you. Take a couple of clients on 3 months at a time. Let's see how it feels. In 3 months' time, I bet you're going to be fully booked out. And you don't even need to worry about finding a name for this business or anything like that, right? You've got the reputation. You're really good at this particular skill. People want to pay you to do it. Do the thing, don't overcomplicate it and make it bigger in your own head than it needs to be. So we went back and forth for about a week and set up this kind of new structure for this service that she was going to offer. And went, what are you really, really good at? Connections, networking, great. Go network your little ass off. Go reach out to people who you've worked with previously. Go reach out to people you'd like to work with and let them know that this is what you're able to do for them. Set up the structure. Don't worry about what you're going to call the business. Don't worry about the fucking branding and the colors and all that bullshit because you're not going to need it, right? This particular service that she's offering is a very white gloves, high-end experience for companies turning over multi-millions of dollars. And it's kind of like a money management, personalized system that she runs. She can't work with more than 6 people. She doesn't need to scale this business. She's providing a really, really high-end, exclusive, intimate experience for a handful of clients. And when you're doing that type of connection and those type of clients all come from referrals. That is all network-based referral clientele, right? She doesn't need to dance on TikTok. She doesn't need to start a website. She doesn't need to do a fucking thing. She's got her networks and her connections, and this is a very, very private, exclusive offer that she's doing. So this is obviously not going to work for every single business out there, but what she was trying to do was create a business based on every single other business out there, and that was just not even the right model for her, but not the right model for her clients either, because the clients she was going to be working with don't want to hire someone who's working with 40 other people, right? They almost want that complete level of exclusivity. So we went from her thinking she was coming with me, coming to work with me to do some money mindset work, and we did do a little bit, but she started another business in the first couple of weeks of working together, the secondary business, and she's going, oh, am I going to get clients? I'm like, you'll be booked out in 3 months, it's no problem. And yeah, sure enough, in 3 months, she came back, she was completely booked out. She's been working with those clients. We touched base again a few months after that, and she's like, Joanne, what do I need to do? Everyone's telling me I need to be able to scale. I'm like, you fucking don't, right? You love what you do. What you do is your skill, and you don't want to teach someone else your strategy or your system for doing it. That's totally fine. So let's just focus on not getting more clients, but deepening the quality of work and what you're doing with your current clients to go to like a whole nother level of service, and that is reflected in your pricing as well. So she's still growing an incredibly successful business. She's very booked out with clients, and she doesn't need a website or to do fucking dances on TikTok to do it, because that's her goal for her impact, her income. She's building with an integrity, and she's speaking to her exact clients in the way that they want to be communicated with. We hit all the boxes. We ticked all the boxes. I just want you to know that there is another way out there that's not just you need to create Instagram reels or something like that.